Well, today we are going to be making these beautiful fans here, and I'll show you how to make them step by step. It should not take you more than 15-20 minutes to make them if you follow them step by step. And you know what? To get to this step here, the last attempt, I actually spent more than an hour trying to figure out the correct way of making it, and also fixing all the mistakes I made. So I'll show you actually all the attempts I made, so you see. So this is my first attempt and my second attempt, trying to figure out the proper way or the easy way so that I can teach you guys how to fold the paper. And hopefully you find it easy afterward. And then my third attempt is, as you can see, I have some message on it, but it's incomplete because I got the orientation wrong. So the direction of the message is incorrect, so I have to start over again because I wrote on it already. And this one is my last one, and as you can see, it's a little bit broken as well. And look at the message here. No, not the message, but I try to figure out the orientation at the last one here. And actually there are more and more mistakes I made, and I include them in the video so that hopefully you don't make the same mistakes as I did. And so here we go. Let's start with the materials now. We'll need 2 pieces of paper. Letter size is fine. And then I pre-cut some long rectangle stripes as decorations. And then we need 2 popsicle sticks, jumbo size, a piece of string, 2 markers, glue, and a pair of scissors. Let's get started. So first I want to lay out my decorations on the pieces of paper. And then instead of using white glue, I'm just using tape glue, just for the convenience of it. You can also use white glue or even glue stick, but sometimes I find that glue stick might not be sticky enough. So I still prefer to use white glue. Now we'll need to do the same decorations on both pieces of paper. So you can see that my green stripe is on the edges. At the back, it doesn't have to be the same. The back, my decoration, I tape it and glue it in a little bit toward the center. But of course, 2 pieces of paper has to match. So the front of the 2 paper is the same, and then the 2 back are the same. So now you can see that these are the fronts. And now I have to write some words on it, and as you can see, I'm just writing it at a wrong location. So I really want to show you. I just write it and find out that it's not going to work. So I restart and do it one more time. So now I have to write the message turning to God right here. So as you can see, the word turning is on one side of the paper and to God is on the other side. One thing I want to remind everybody is that your message, even though we should separate it into 2 parts, one on one side and the other one opposite to each other, but your message shouldn't be your words shouldn't be too close to the edge, because the edge will be glued together and that part will be hidden afterward. So now I'm going to write my second message on the opposite side of the paper now. So here's the word turning away, and then the other side would be from wickedness. Now be careful which way you write it, and you have to compare it with the other side of the paper. So this is the back. This is the back of my paper. So if you look at the front, you'll notice that my word turning in the front, so this one's the back, the word turning matches with from wickedness. Okay, so it's not the same side. Now that we finished writing the two sentences, I would like to start folding. First, I fold it in half. That's the first half. Now that's the second half. Okay, so that's the second fold. Now the third fold. And here's the last one, which is the fourth one, on one side of the paper only. Now the paper, if you choose a thinner paper, it might be easier, but mine is a regular printing paper. So with the decorations glued to it, it makes it even thicker. So it makes it a little bit hard to fold and to make the crease. The folds we're doing is only to help us make the crease so that we can make the folds easier and match perfectly later. So now I'm going to fold it in a zigzag fold. So basically it's a mountain and valley fold. So one mountain fold, one valley fold. So if you think of the mountain, it's like going up and down, while the valley one is going down and up. So now we have this zigzag. Alright, so I'm very nervous. I want to make sure that I have the words written properly. So I'm just going to try it, and as you can see, I'm so nervous. So, okay, good. So I have the words on the right side. Now I can fix some of the decorations that came off. Putting some more glue there. Now I have to do the same thing for the other paper, but not having any words on it. So remember, this is the second fold, now the third fold, and then the fourth fold on one side, and we repeat the same thing. The second, and then third, and then fourth. So here's the second fold. And then the third, and here is the fourth one. And then we unfold it, and then start making our zigzag fold. So the mountain, one valley, and then mountain again, valley again, until we finish folding the whole piece of paper. So again, folding the paper depends on the thickness of your paper. It might be a little bit challenging, especially for younger kids. So now I have two pieces of paper all folded the same way. I want to glue two papers together. So I want to have the edges glued together. So I'm going to put some white glue on the edge on one side. Be careful not to put too much. I would definitely suggest and recommend parents to help with the squeezing of the glue in case too much glue come out, especially if you're using white glue. Alright, so you see that the whole fan will be all in zigzag fold. Now I'm going to put them together, and as you can see, I'm folding in the middle, in the center part, and then tying it with a piece of string. This part, I think we should make sure that it's really tight, because mine wasn't tight enough, and you'll see what happened. So now I'm putting a piece of string in the center, and then tying it with two hands, and then giving it another knot. Alright, so you have extra strings hanging down in the middle. And now I'm going to put some more glue so that the fans stick together. And make sure you're putting glue on the side with the message. So you can see how that the message are going to be together, not the opening side. So you will need to write the word listen to Jesus on these two popsicle sticks. Actually, I forgot to write them. And if you write them now, it's easier. You can still write them afterward. But if you write them now, it's just easier. So you should write them first and then glue it onto the fan. And I'll show you afterward how I wrote it afterward. So make sure you glue the popsicle sticks really firm with the paper fan. Again, when we're using the white glue, not to squeeze too much. Now the extra piece, I have to cut them off, and now, I don't know what happened, but it just came off. So I have to redo it. We tied the fan together. So make sure you are, when you are tying it up and cutting it, be careful. I believe my second time that I tie it is even not as tight as the first time, so it was a little bit loose. But here's the finished one. And now I remember, oops, I forgot to write the word listen to Jesus. So I have to write that now. Which is still okay. It's just a little bit more challenging. Yay. So this is listen to Jesus. All right.